I want my finger to be in the whole thing.
If you just put it like right through the middle of the lens.
Like that?
Yeah, yeah. Just
Well,
so that,
sorry, boss.
So, I'm gonna teach you guys how to set up a skateboard. Because I know for a fact that...
You're not allowed to leave this shit in.
Because I know for a fact that no one knows how to build a skateboard. So what you do is you go to the actual Route 1 skate shop. Okay, don't go to the website, because the website, you know, everyone goes to the website. You need to go to the actual one in Brighton, yeah, and then you're good. And then first you need to have a fucked up board. So this is not that fucked up, but I'm picky and it's new skate season, so I thought might get as well get a new board. And then you need a purple skate tool, which makes some people vomit. And then yeah, you just start doing the bolts. Is it story time? Do we want to tell a story?
What story?
I don't know. What's a good story to tell? Story time. When you build a board, you need to tell a story. This is Black Ninja original idea. Okay?
Okay.
Black Ninja's the guy that did the sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The story that I'm telling is the story of the eaten up arch. Okay? We all know this story, except the people on the video.
Just me.
It's the other day after a skate sesh that I had, right, with James Beebe. If the camera's shaky, it's my bad. You know, it's fucking the filmer is shit.
Fuck you. I'm having a fun time.
Remember when we went to film that fucking big spin on the beach and you just cut my legs out and the whole trick? The first time
I was actually the skateboard in that, and you're like, I mean, yeah.
I was driving back from the skate sesh and I went drifting. I didn't go drifting. I was driving home and like there was a roundabout. I picked a route on my way home that involves a drift spot, okay?
I'm so bad at telling stories, so...
What do you mean? I'm good at telling stories. It's just I didn't practice the story yet.
Every good story, we'll practice it.
And, oh, don't do that. Oh, it's part of the garden now. It's alright, I'll get it.
Who is it?
It's a boat. Nope, it's a nut. Return to the scene. So...
Continue story.
I was at the roundabout. It's a first gear roundabout, so nothing insane, you know? I wasn't like trying to huck it a million miles an hour. So I come into the roundabout, you know, I'm downshifted into first, whatever. I begin going around the roundabout, do a clutch kick, you know, we're in drift now, it's cool. Smoking up the tires, the car's filling up with smoke, it's nice. Summer's day, you know, it's warm, it's daytime. I didn't film it, and I'm upset with that. So I think next time I do that, on my way back home, I'll put a little GoPro thing on the POV thing, on my face thing. I think you're filming the ground, I don't think you're filming my face.
Your face is in it.
Is it?
Because I've realised this camera is
yeah, it's really wide.
It's wide.
That
so
fully doesn't look like my face is in it. Is it in it?
Is that what you want?
No, I'm just
it's like the fucking trees in it.
Yeah, I know it's wide, but I didn't realise it's that wide.
Yeah. Don't be judging my...
You've had bad times before behind the camera, so yeah, cool. I'm now getting to close to like full lock, and you know I've got my little 50mm extended arms. Cool. So I'm at full lock, and of course there's some pothole that I didn't know about. I guess that's what happened. So I go at full lock, yeah. So I'm driving that way, and my wheels are like that, yeah. So I go over the pothole. So obviously the wheels go up. They basically, my left wheel arch, which was my straight black arch. So to go back to before the story continues, after you have your old board taken away, you can pretty much just dash that because no one needs it.
Oh no.
You make sure you have to identify your front and rear truck, because that's really important, otherwise your board starts riding backwards. The way I've done it is I put a palm tree on this, which has no relevance to any other content that's ever been on my channel. And I've also got a BMW wheel
I was about to
in
say.
the front. So this is the front truck, this is the rear truck. So don't forget that. Then you get your new board, which is an 8.5 heroin. I don't know whose pro model it is, never seen him skate. I'm very out of the scene. However, I know that 8.5 heroin is my favorite board and shape, so I bought one. Then you get your bent knife because you tried to stab the stairs with it.
Why?
Actually, I don't know. I know I tried to stab the table. What are we talking about? Right, so you get your new board and you fucking cut this shit, and then you realize how dull this is and that you're gonna have one single
Just
trouble.
one?
When you grip the board afterwards with this knife. I do have like a blade. However, I think it's in my car.
Is that like...
It's the one where you like slide it and it's got the really sharp.
I was about to say before you started filming, I love them things.
I know, but I forgot. You should have told me to get it from the car.
You get to do it in like year 9 art.
Yeah, and
So
you have
good.
the cutting mats and stuff in it. Yeah, man.
Oh, them little green things.
Yeah, so good. Fuck. Cool. So then you grab your board. Make sure you're outside because these grip tapes, it's not fun if you're inside because all the little sandpaper bits, they just fly everywhere and they get in your carpet and on your bed, and then you're sleeping and you have like grip tape in your ass, and it's like, what happened, man? What has my life become, you know? So you get your Jessup, because Jessup is better than Mob. Oh yeah, so this is the next step of the skateboard setup.
What?
You make sure that there's no air bubbles. So basically what you do is you just press it down slowly. That's it. And if there's air bubbles afterwards, you can just basically go and jump off like the nearest really tall building. Or you can snap the board. Either one is just about the same. You either end your life or the board's life, because air bubbles can't be having that.
Want it stamp out?
Huh? Cool, so after you make sure your gap is correct, then you lay down the rest of the grip tape and realize it's not straight and it's not actually going to end on the board.
No, what are you doing?
And then you keep smashing it down until your life just makes sense. I feel like I'm going to need to put music behind this, because this is so dead. I'm not saying anything interesting. I didn't continue my story, bruv.
Why are you getting...
I'm getting mad at myself. I'm at full lock, first gear, almost banging rev limiter, on this roundabout with a pothole. Yeah? Calm. I go over the pothole, nice. I finish my drift, kind of transition out of the roundabout. Everything's calm, yeah? Normal, bless. Like a normal drift. Then I'm driving away and I hear like, I go over another bump a little bit and I hear like some mental like, and I'm like, you okay, boss? What's going on? Did my wheel fall off, or like, what's the deal here? So after this roundabout, there's a really big, like, essentially like motorway, like a road. I get out the car. I'm parked on the side of a fucking motorway. Let's be straight, yeah. So I get out the car, and I'm looking at it, and the fucking arch. You know how usually normal car arches, if this is your wheel, yeah. Imagine this is my front left wheel. This is it. And the arch usually just kind of sits just about at it, because that's how my fitment is, you know. So when the wheel was full lock and went up, it squished it and ate it. So the arch was like that, basically, to explain it simply. So what I had to do is like just grab the metal and pull it out, which worked. However, now my front left arch, which was my nice straight black arch, is now looks like a bacon. So this is the part that you should be outside for, because this is when all the grip tape particles.
Does it go round, or do you cut it off?
You score it. You make sure that you sandpaper your finger
Who is
first.
that?
That's the thing that you use for the thing. So you score it. Make sure it's nice. Again, make sure that you're sanding your fingers as well, because that's the correct way to do it.
I'll show you a skater.
Yeah, next time you go to the skate park, your fingers are all bleeding, they're scabbed over,
And
and it's
they're
like,
like,
oh,
oh,
I just a new board.
So nice. How neat is that?
Right, cool. Next step is to make sure you cut it properly. So
With
you get your bent knife.
The worst knife ever.
The fisheye probably makes it look straight. Anyway, so make sure that you cut towards yourself, okay? So like, grab the board and face the cut-in towards yourself. That's how to do it correctly, because this way, if you mess up somehow or your knife slips, you can just stab yourself,
Yeah.
and then your life is over.
It's 2 in 1. You get to kill yourself and you have a sick board.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes. What you do, you don't forget this part. Make sure you peel it back up after you score it, because that way it makes it easier to cut.
He's not gonna come hang out with me, is he?
No, he doesn't want. You just sit there though. He'll hang out with
I
you.
love you so much. Oh, hello. He's coming by. Oh my god, I love you.
Oh, yes.
Oh my. He's coming to hang out with me. I love you. The worst camera person ever.
Okay, so after you perfectly grip your board, you're gonna choose the biggest piece of leftover grip tape, yeah? And then what you do is, to make your life nicer and easier, you grab the biggest piece of grip you have, and then what I like to do, you don't have to do this, but it's better to do it, you sand down the edges of wherever the grip tape has been cut. What this does is, I like to think that it makes it more stuck down, and it's less prone to peeling up, especially in hot weather. So just
It's
do
like
this.
just Alex science.
No, it's actual skate science, but like it's not necessarily true. Cool. Another thing I like to do is I like to do the same sanding thing around the nose and the tail where I grab the board, so I don't get like mental grip foam. Some people might think that this reduces the grip of the nose and tail. Probably true, but I would rather that than have my hand all cut up from the grip. He wants to like come and play, but he's like scared of himself.
That's such a mood.
Right? So then to get rid of this white stuff, and why you do this outside, you turn the board around and then you just do that. Cool. So next thing you want to do is you want to poke holes for the bolts, because then you know where your bolts are. I want to do the Lizard King method today. I don't really have my own method, but I'll just do this way. So you put the bolts inside out, the upside down, you get the truck and you smash them through.
Oh.
And then you turn around and they all went through, so it's good. They didn't peel up the grip or nothing. Also, a good useful tip. The kitty likes the grip tape.
Sorry, I'm too distracted.
He's a bit scared of himself. He's running away. He doesn't want us anymore. A tip that the guy from the skate shop told me about breaking boards. Because if you lot remember, I used to break boards all the time, just like pressure cracks from like the nose and tail. I would just snap them because I would land really heavy footed. What he said was good to do is to put the bolts of the truck loosely to begin with, as in don't tighten them all the way so that it like stresses the board out. Well, not loosely, but like enough to hold the trucks on, rather than like tighten them in and make them flush, because that's what fucks up the that's what makes the board crack and stuff. So yeah, the next step is to put the bolts through the board and to put the trucks on the bolts and screw the bolts in. Pretty straightforward. Cool, so now you have a fucking finished skateboard, mate. Yeah, thanks for watching. The camera person is miming. Okay, and they're getting fired soon, so go and follow me on Instagram at GetAClip. Also follow at RevCrew88. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and this is, we're gonna get some clips.
Woohoo! Video film.
We over, cuz.
Can I end it?
Yeah, I did.